Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining today's webinar session. My name is Martha Pavlitzer. I'm a client director here at Customer Thermometer, and today I'm going to be providing an introduction to Exclaimer's new integration with our CSAT platform and explain how it can be used to collect real-time identifiable feedback at scale directly from your Exclaimer email signatures. Now, Exclaimer is the only email signature solution that offers an out-of-the-box integration with our platform, offering enhanced delivery of on-brand, professional and consistent surveys. So if you've been looking for a way to use email to better understand your customer experience and collect data that can be used towards your ongoing service improvement initiatives, then I really hope you'll find value in this session. There will be time for questions at the end of the webinar, so please use the Q&A function below to submit your questions, or alternatively, I'll also be providing my contact details in case you prefer a one-to-one follow-up with me, or of course you can reach out to your Exclaimer account manager. So for now, let's get stuck straight in. I'm going to be talking a little bit about what we do here at Customer Thermometer. So we offer micro surveys that can be embedded directly inside your daily communications out to your customers. And what we're really trying to do is replicate the online touch points that people are used to participating in when it comes to leaving feedback. So if you have a think about the platforms that you likely engage with each day, perhaps LinkedIn, perhaps Instagram, where you're liking and commenting on articles, that's really the light touch approach that we're trying to replicate, but just in a more professional context and environment. So most of the companies that we work with are coming to us from one of two places. They're either looking to dip their toe into the world of CX and CSAT, and it's their first time collecting feedback, or perhaps they're looking to move away from your more traditional long form questionnaires. So I'm sure you've seen these sort of annual or biannual surveys that get sent out with a little URL link saying, please click here to leave us some feedback. You click on that link and then of course 20 questions pop up and you think, oh my goodness, I've not got time to work through these questions today. And even if you did, the likelihood is that by the time that data reaches the company, it's going to be so far beyond the point of being able to recover any of that service or address any of those issues that you'd experienced earlier within the year. So what we like to do is embed a really simplified, visually appealing survey directly inside your everyday email traffic so that people can let you know how they're feeling with a simple click of a button, and you will then be notified in real time so that, of course, you can use that data accordingly and make sure you're doing something proactive with it. So by moving towards something that is light touch, you're looking for two main benefits. The first one being, of course, a really nice, healthy response rate. So we want to make sure that you are hearing from more people. And we have lots of tips to help ensure that that response rate stays consistent as well throughout your time of using our tool. So, by all means, if you do have questions about sort of response rates and you're looking for extra tips, you can reach out to us at any point and we can share best practices for that. And secondly, we're also looking to help you with a really representative response rate. What I mean by that is, it's just as important to make sure that you are hearing from people who are enjoying using your services so that you can celebrate those successes, really thumbs up your team when they're doing a great job. This isn't something that should be introduced just as a complaints tool. And as important as it is to sort of follow up with any negative feedback and use it to recover that service, we really want this to be fair for your teams and something that they enjoy using. So with that in mind, let's take a little look at what the experience looks like for your customer. Now, the beauty with our tool is that you can ask any question you like, so there are no rules. We do, of course, have some recommendations, mainly that you make sure the question is relevant to your business and the type of service that you guys are offering out to your customers. But once you've selected that question, it just sits nicely inside your Exclaimer signature alongside 4 feedback buttons. And in terms of design, you can use any icons you like. We certainly have plenty to choose from within the app, but you're also very welcome to upload your own if you would like to. And your customer simply taps on one of those buttons to rate the service, and that response is instantly recorded inside your customer thermometer account. So that's a really important thing to note. At the point of the click, you are instantly seeing who is leaving you feedback, who was working with them at the time, and how they felt about that service that was being offered. At that point, a landing page will pop up on the screen where they have the opportunity to leave some more detail. I'll dig into that in just a moment. And then, of course, all of the results are instantly captured within the customer thermometer platform. So you can log in and straight away sort of see your analysis and keep tabs on what's going on within the business. So just in terms of design and making sure everything looks nice and pretty and consistent with your branding and the lovely signatures that the Exclaimer team have designed for you, I've pulled up some examples here just so you can see how the surveys sit into some other companies' email signatures. And as you can see, a range of questions, a range of icons on offer, really, really look beautiful. So hopefully we'll keep your marketing teams very happy indeed. And then after those icons are tapped, as I mentioned, a landing page will pop up, and there's also plenty of potential here for customization as well. So you can pop in your company logos, any advert images that you might like to include, banners, links out to your social media icons should you want them. But I think what's really important is you can actually customize the text here to let your customer know how you're planning to use the feedback, and that can be customized based on the type of response that was given. So if somebody does have an issue, you might have designed a landing page that acknowledges that we're really sorry to hear that the service fell short of expectation. Please let us know why in the comment box below, and your account manager will give you a call back within 24 hours or whatever SLAs your teams are working to. It's just a really nice place to set expectation with the customer. The other thing that you can do is incorporate some drivers in the landing pages. Now, this is completely optional, but it is a feature that we found to be very well received since we brought it into production last year. And what this lets you do is basically add some categories onto the landing pages that the customer can pick from to let you know why they gave the rating that they did, or what had the greatest bearing on the rating that they submitted. So completely customized by you. You're going to want to make sure that the drivers are relevant to the use case and again, the services that are being offered. But as you can see from the image on the bottom left there, they just sit nicely above the comment box. You're asking for one more click from your customer. And what that's going to give you is just some additional context as to why you're getting your rating. So if you check out the main infographic here, you can see very easily that a main area for improvement within this business needs to be attention to detail within the responses. Okay, that's why they're getting most of their negative ratings. But in terms of gold stars and positive feedback, they're really happy with the product quality. They're very happy with the helpfulness of the agents in general. So it's a really nice thematic way to spot trends without having to trawl through the written feedback each time. And there's no limit on the number of surveys that you can hold within your account. You can use it to collect feedback from multiple touch points throughout the customer journey. So in addition to Exclaimer, we do also support integrations with your other third-party applications. So for example, if it would be helpful to embed micro surveys into perhaps a CRM system, help desk tool, or something that maybe you're using marketing automation for sending out newsletters, then we can provide that single pane of glass that really identifies the high points and the low points in the customer journey, just by ensuring that you're asking relevant questions at those key moments in time. And then all of that feedback is collected together to give you the overall view of company performance that can also be segmented out according to touch point or department as per your preferences and your setup. So with that in mind, let's just talk a little bit about how the data is collected and how we inform you to that feedback once it has been received. So Customer Thermometer is a real-time tool Super important to us that you get that feedback as quickly as possible, because we want to make sure that you are doing something proactive with it, really driving change within the business. So we do integrate with your everyday collaboration tools. If you're using the likes of Slack or Microsoft Teams, you can build a feedback channel, automatically have your ratings and your comments posted throughout the day so that you can keep eyes on what's going on. Of course, those channels can be locked according to your preferences. So, if you've got a customer success or customer experience team that you want eyes on it, you can keep it locked down to those individuals, or alternatively, as in with our business, keep it open to everybody so that you can collaborate on the feedback, sort of jump in and help people where required, and also thumbs up your colleagues when they're doing a great job. So it does depend a little bit on the culture of your business, but lots of options and flexibility within the integration to suit everybody. And the other thing that we offer are real-time email alerts. So you can choose who receives these within the business. Again, those distribution lists can be customized according to various departments or escalation processes that you might want to pop in place. But essentially, each time feedback is received, a notification will be sent out to the appropriate person, letting them know the nature of the feedback. So was it a gold? Was it a red? Was there a comment attached? Was there a driver selected? And then any variables that you're pulling through from your Exclaimer environment about who that customer was, the name of the employee that was supporting them, perhaps the subject line of the email, any data contained within your Exclaimer Active Directory can be pulled through into those email alerts. And again, really, really great way to ensure that the appropriate person is notified as quickly as possible. And if you were looking for any inspiration as to how you can use that feedback to make a difference, and how you should be actioning it, then we've got plenty of best practices available within our blog. We're also very happy to sort of share articles and resources with you if you are looking for any particular inspiration. That it's so important to us, again, that you use that data properly, because that's what's going to keep your response rates nice and healthy. If you want people to come back and keep using the tool, you need to show them that you're paying attention and that you're listening. So, from a quick telephone call if somebody has an issue, to perhaps a short note from the boss or a manager thanking somebody for the feedback that they left one of their team and mentioning, it made their day to get that gold star, so thank you so much. It all makes a difference. And of course, how you share that feedback internally within the business as well. So plenty of food for thought, as I say, available on our website. So don't be shy to come over and have a visit. But in addition to the real-time nature of the feedback, there is, of course, a full analytics platform available within your customer thermometer dashboard. So this is all included. There's no sort of setup or coding required when it comes to using customer thermometer reporting. We really have kept this as sort of simple to use as possible. So you simply log into your account, you'll be presented with a dashboard, a beautiful dashboard, looks just like this. And what this gives you is the current overall view of customer experience at your organization. So by all means, use the little date toggles to select the time frame that you would like to see data for. And the dashboard is going to let you know how much feedback is coming into the business. Okay, so what's your response rate looking like? What's the split within those responses? So how many golds are we receiving? How many reds? How many greens? We will run some analysis for you. So we will calculate a happiness factor so that you can see your percentage of happy versus unhappy customers. And there are also other trends that you will be able to see based on your preferences. So for example, if you were capturing NPS data, if you're asking the NPS question, then we can run that NPS analysis for you, show you your scoring over a period of time. We can also help you set targets. So, if you want to aim for a certain score, a certain level, we can show you how your teams are performing against those targets. We'll give you a real-time view of comments. So they will literally update throughout the day. You'll be able to see that feedback come in. And we'll also show you the most recent clicks by location as well. So depending on how far spread your customer base is, you can zoom in or out of that map just to look for trends in terms of how the data is pulling in. If you've got things like regional account managers, this is a really, really helpful but simple tool, this little map towards the bottom here. And you will also have a dashboard available for each thermometer that you build. So if you are asking different questions for different departments and you want to have the data segmented accordingly, if you're using different integrations and you're embedding inside different apps, you will have a dashboard for each of those thermometers that you have created. And sitting behind them, you also have a nice list view of the responses as well. So this is where chronologically you can see the feedback that is being collected. You can see all of the variables that are pulling in from your Exclaimer environment. So again, tying that data back against your Active Directory so that you can see the names of your customers, the names of your teams that were supporting them, things like subject line of the email. And it's really easy to filter on this page. So if you wanted to run a quick search saying, let me see all feedback associated with Martha over the last month because I've got a one-to-one coming up with her and I want to be able to chat through some of the written feedback she's received from her clients, you can very easily run that filter and search. You can run a quick search by customer. If you're about to give them a ring and you want to run a quick search for any complaints or really, see any recent issues that have popped up with regards to feedback buttons so that they can be addressed on the call. Again, really nice, easy use case. The data is all available to export. So of course, pull it out into CSV or Excel if you wanted to manipulate it externally. We do also have an API integration. So we can help you push that data out into your BI platforms, should you be using them, or create write backs into other third-party systems. Now, everything I've shown you to this point is sort of available out of the box, no setup needed, no configuration, but there will be mini reports that you're looking to build based on your KPIs, okay, the data sets that are most important to your business. And so there are a range of other reports that can be created, honestly, in less than a minute, super simple to do. In fact, I might show you in just a moment. But I've pulled up one here, which is super popular. This is our leaderboards. And what this enables you guys to do is rank performance by any custom field that you are collecting. So this example on the screen is showing you performance by department within an organization so that you can see which team is getting the most feedback, who's getting the most positive feedback. Another really popular use case, of course, is to run this by employee within a team. So if you want to identify perhaps a performer of the week, who's got the most gold stars, who's getting the most positive feedback from our clients, that's a great use case. It's also going to help you identify any individuals who perhaps could benefit from some additional training, who's consistently falling towards the bottom. If so, perhaps Jack has been towards the bottom of the leaderboard for the last couple of weeks, let's just click into his name. We can pull up all feedback associated with Jack, run through those comments together and talk about ways as to which, we can really improve that service going forward. How could we have handled this situation differently? How was this recovered with the customer? If it hasn't been recovered yet, let's make sure we jump on that and do it straight away. So really, really adaptable. Another use case I really like is actually to run a leaderboard by client. Great way to see very quickly, who are our biggest promoters, which of our clients are really enjoying working with us. Are there any clients that actually we're at risk of losing because they're consistently, again, at the bottom of that leaderboard? If so, how are we going to get in touch with this customer? How are we going to recover that service? Should we send them a make good gesture? Should we book in a one-to-one meeting, etc., etc.? So lots of different ways as to how these reports can be used. I've focused on this one because it's our most popular, but there are, of course, others available within Customer Thermometer account. And if you did want to run through them in more detail, then do reach out to us. We've got a full reporting guide that we can share with you. But once you have a couple of reports like this that you're enjoying using, you do also have the opportunity to pin them onto your main dashboard as well, so that when you sign in, you've got the analysis that we provide out of the box, but you've also got this little custom ribbon that sits along the top of the dashboard with the mini data snapshots that are most important to your business. And they can be changed at any time. It might be that you guys run seasonal projects. So, there will be some that are consistent. For example, most people do choose to have some type of leaderboard sitting towards the top, just so that they can see, who's doing super well. But if you've got more seasonal projects running, For example, you can see the bottom ribbon there. Somebody's incorporated a mini graph showing feedback for a new premises that they've just opened within Miami. Okay, so they're obviously collecting employee experience. You know, how are you finding the new facilities? Do you have everything that you need? And they're really keeping tabs on that. Likely to be a very seasonal project. You know, they might only keep that sitting within the ribbon for a quarter or so, and then they can swap it out for something else that's of relevance. But I just wanted to demonstrate really how flexible this is. And again, to build this ribbon, you are not looking at any more than around 5 minutes tops. So with that in mind, I just wanted to take a second, if you don't mind, to dive into the app itself, just to give you a feel for experience when you're inside your account. So I've pulled up our concierge account here with some example data in it, just to give you a feel. All that I've done is logged in, and you can see here you've got the lovely dashboard that I was talking about with all of the analysis. You've got some great comments here that have come in. You can see who those comments have come in from. And you've got your little sort of custom ribbon sitting along the top with the mini data snapshots that have been collected within this account. So I'm going to show you how quick and simple it is to customize your surveys. I'm going to head into thermometers, and I'm just going to select an Exclaimer one. As you can see, you can have multiple thermometers saved for various integrations, but I am, just for the purpose of this demo, going to open this one at the top. And this is the Exclaimer Thermometer Builder. So I'm not going to go through the process of creating an entire survey, although that would only take me 5 minutes or so, but I just wanted to show you some of the customization features that are on offer. So we do offer, in addition to CSAT, various Net Promoter Score options as well. I'm going to open this one up here. And you can see here that you've got plenty of options to customize the survey. So everything from the name to the question that you are asking to the icon set that you are using. So plenty in here. We have got some fun ones as well, you know, Christmassy things. I believe there's some pancakes somewhere. So you can select any icons that you like. You can change the labels up as well. You can preview your survey at any time by selecting this little preview button here to see how the survey is looking. You can also edit the data that you are collecting and pulling through from Exclaimer into your customer thermometer account, just by popping in the various variables and data sets from your Exclaimer Active Directory. And then again with the landing pages, plenty of space to be customizing the text, things like the logos as well, you know, really easy to do. Head over to branding and colors here. You can pop in your logos, you know, promotional images. So really, really easy to navigate. And once you're happy with the look and feel of your survey, you can simply head over to Finish and Save. Signature is ready for Exclaimer, and all that you're doing is either copying to your clipboard so that you can take that away externally and add it into your Exclaimer signature design, or just simply use the API key and that will link to your account automatically. So I really, really want to press how easy this is to set up and get up and running. All support is included should you need it. So not only support from your Exclaimer account managers, but from the customer thermometer team as well, whether that be on a technical integration basis or perhaps just best practices. And we do also offer customer success calls. So for example, once you're up and running, and perhaps you want some help navigating your reporting, perhaps you're looking to achieve a particular type of report and you need our help doing that, then by all means get in touch with us. We're very, very happy to help you navigate your account. I did just very quickly want to show you how easy it is to build something like the leaderboard that I mentioned earlier. So you can head into your reporting tab, select leaderboard, select the date range that you'd like to see data for. You can pick a thermometer. So let's just go with this one we were just looking at, Exclaimer Help Desk SIGs, but you know, this could be thermometers for different teams, different integrations. Pick the one you'd like to see data for. Pick the custom field that you would like to rank by. So as I said, this could be the name of the employee, could be the name of the client, could be departments within your business, it can be anything you like, and you're simply generating that report. And as you can see, just pops up automatically. So easy to build and use. Just use these little toggles here to sort by the view that you would like. So if you want to rank by the volume of responses that are coming in, perhaps you want to rank by the number of gold stars that are coming in, or negative ratings, you really can set it up any which way that you like. And as I said earlier, plenty of options for things like pinning onto your main dashboard as well. Very easily done just by editing the ribbon here. Okay, so I hope that that's given you all a good overview as to what is available within Customer Thermometer. This is just the highlights, it's just a short tour. So if you do have further questions, as I say, please do pop them into the comment box below, and I will be very, very happy to take them. Otherwise, you can reach me at martha@customerthermometer.com, and I'll be very happy to set up a one-to-one session with you. Thank you so much.